Meanwhile, on the moon or in space or something, multiple iterations of the villain Ultron are at war with one another. And it is I, the most evil Ultron of all, Ultron Scorched. I have eaten all of the abominations created by my brother, slightly evil Ultron. I will eat and eat and eat until everything is gone.
Hello.
Who are you? I've eaten everything.
Well, you haven't eaten this Ultron. I am Power Bottom Ultron, the gayest Ultron that has ever lived.
What is your primary objective, Power Bottom Ultron?
My primary objective is to see if I can fit the entire human race inside of me.
What? What kind of objective is that? You deserve to be destroyed. You deserve to be eaten.
Girl, why do you think I came here? All right, let's do it. You ready to eat me? I want it.
Okay, here we go.
Ah, yeah, that's the spot. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go again.
And I came. Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 342 of Comic Book Queers. I am Brett, your host, and with me, as always, is Evil Jeff, your co-host. Hi, Evil.
Hello, Brett.
Hello. Hi.
I noticed we're on theme today with our shirts.
We have Clue shirts on, everybody.
I'm Miss Scarlet.
And I am Mrs. Peacock.
Who was your favorite how did you see Clue in theaters?
I did not see it in theaters, but when it came out on VHS or like HBO, I watched it 64 times. Who did you relate to?
Who was your
Mrs.
touchstone?
White.
So you were Mrs. White. Okay, I was always a Mrs. Scarlet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But I mean, I love all of them.
Same. I would say the ones I related to and the ones I identified with the most in order were Mrs. White, Mrs. Peacock, Miss Scarlet, Mr. Green, Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard. In that order.
What about Wadsworth?
Why, he's not a color.
Oh, okay.
He's only in the movie.
It's dark upstairs and I'm frightened of the dark. Will anyone go with me?
Me too. I also drink the cognac. Bonjour. I can't stay here by myself.
Oh my God. What episode is this? 342.
342. Yep.
Do we have anything to talk about before we get into comics and shows?
Oh, I'm glad you asked because some things have been going on out there in the world of comic bookdom. And I was all like...
And he was all like, and then she was all like, and then they were all like, and I was all like, what?
What? Yeah,
so
I was all like...
on? I have no idea.
So there's some news. I haven't told you any of this stuff, but...
Is this Marvel news or just comic book news?
Why don't you buckle up along with our listeners and find out? Put it on. Safety first, Evil Jeff. All right, so you know Thunderbolts?
Yes.
Do you know the director, Jake Schreier?
Wait, is this the person who directed Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
I know it's the guy who did Beef.
And he did Beef, and he did Thunderbolts.
I love Beef.
Have you heard what he's being tapped to do next?
No, what?
A little movie we call X-Men.
No! Are you fucking kidding me?
There are rumors abound that Marvel is tapping the director of Thunderbolts to direct the MCU X-Men movie.
I mean...
I'm obsessed.
What is he good at is relationships.
Characters, relationships, emotional grounding.
That's the thing that's missing in all the X-Men movies. If this happens, I will fucking nut.
I will nut. They actually, I heard they actually approached Ryan Coogler. But Ryan Coogler, due to scheduling, he's too invested into Black Panther 3. And so I think they moved on, and I think they saw what this guy can do with cast chemistry and team dynamics and emotional grounding. And they're like, that's what I think we need for X-Men. And I know you and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, but it all comes down to how is this first movie going to begin? There were a bunch of rumors that it was more going to be the mutants before the X-Men showed up.
A movie actually called The Mutants.
Yeah. Is that still true, or is it just going to be X-Men?
I don't know. But it's just so odd that
mutants, that could go anywhere. That could just go.
It really could go anywhere. We could meet anyone. You know, we could meet Beacon Angel, Salvador.
Who was Angel's already been in the movies.
Oh, that's right. She was Zoe Kravitz.
Was it Zoe Kravitz? Yeah.
It was Zoe Kravitz. She was the Angel Salvador.
Oh, that movie traumatized me. As we all know, I got into
that comic book run traumatized me.
I almost died that day. The day I saw X-Men First Class.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
January Jones's Emma Frost was so traumatizing.
It was so traumatizing.
Over on the 101. I almost died.
Did you sue her for that, by the way?
I should.
You really should.
But you know what? Justice, the scales of justice do tip, because what is January Jones doing now? Nothing, as she should be.
Just like she did in X-Men First Class.
This is going to be so. Can I just talk shit about January Jones for a second?
The rest of the episode is now a January Jones hate fest.
I know this is terrible to say, but she was once doing an interview and she dated known asshole
Ashton.
And probably P. Diddy party goer, maybe soon to be arrested, Ashton Kutcher. And she was like, Ashton Kutcher told her, just be a model. Stop trying to go on auditions. You're not a good actress. And she was like, can you believe he said that to me? And I was like, it's one thing I agree with Ashton Kutcher on.
Did she ever win for Mad Men? Did she ever get an Emmy for that?
No.
She was nominated.
I think she might have been probably most likely nominated. But I would have wanted what's her nuts, Handmaid's Tale, Scientology lady, to win over her, and Christina Hendricks. Wait, what's her name? What's the Scientology lady's name?
Yeah, the one from The Invisible Man.
Elizabeth Moss.
Thank you.
Invisible Man. That was a really good movie.
How about that scene where like he kills her friend while she's having dinner in a restaurant?
Was it her sister or her friend? Yeah.
I don't remember.
Just slits her throat
and then puts the knife in her hand.
Oh my God.
Dramatic.
That was a great movie.
It was a great movie. It was a good one.
I am so excited for this if this is true.
We're going to talk about another movie lately. So this could be true.
Okay.
I have one more hot topic for you.
Oh, shit. What?
So remember back like months ago where we were like, oh, somebody is the new Venom in the comic books and they're not revealing who it is until like issue 6.
Okay.
Well, it has been revealed.
Who is it?
The new Venom is none other than Spider-Man stalwart Mary Jane Watson.
What? But I thought, wasn't she already a superhero?
If you're thinking she was the superhero jackpot, she was not. It was a different woman.
Wait, that wasn't Mary Jane?
It wasn't Mary Jane. That's my understanding.
Who was that?
Jackpot was like some other lady.
Pretending to be Mary Jane?
I think it was just a coincidence. I think
she's just the girlfriend. You know what I mean? They need to like give her something. But I mean, it's like, but in this world, the girlfriend isn't that interesting. What?
No, I know what you mean. She's the lowest thing.
Has everyone gone crazy? I thought Marvel was, now that Trump was in office, they were scared to give a woman a male character.
Sorry,
I thought they weren't going to do that anymore.
I don't know. Well, they did it. She steps inside that big old manly muscly body and becomes Venom.
And you know what? Do you know how much I care about this? Like -100. I don't care.
Mary Jane Watson appeared as Jackpot in Spider-Man Volume 6, number 31 in August 2023. Prior to that, Jackpot was Sarah Errett, Alana Jobson II, and Alana Jobson I.
Wait, but you just said Mary Jane did appear as Jackpot.
For one issue.
Oh.
Everything before that was not her.
Okay. Well, this, I don't know. Spider-Man...
I know.
I just don't find, I liked Spider-Man when he was young. And I think making Spider-Man grown up, he's not as interesting to me, which is why I like Miles Spider-Man better than the Mary Jane and Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Although I did finish, did we talk about I finished your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?
What'd you think?
Cartoon.
I liked it.
It wasn't, oh, so you did watch it.
I did watch a little bit of it. I haven't finished.
Oh, okay.
But I like it.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I did like the end. You finally started seeing Nori like studying spells.
Sister Grimm it
so
up.
Like, oh, they're gonna Sister Grimm her. So I was like happy about
Sister Grimm her.
Well, that's cool. What are we talking about next?
Doesn't that sound like a lesbian sex position?
Sister Grimm.
I Sister Grimmed her.
It sounds but it sounds like the lazy, like I was hoping to get scissored, but instead she just laid there and did the Sister Grimm all night. You know what I mean?
If I wanted to be Sister Grimmed, I would have stayed at home. All right.
The first sign of lesbian bed death, she's doing the Sister Grimm.
Oh, shit.
All right, what are we talking about next?
We've got some movies and television shows that we want to talk about. Is that okay with you?
I'm 100% fine with that.
All right, good.
What you watching? Is it me naked? No? Oh, fine.
Welcome to our What You Watching segment. What you watching, Evil Jeff?
I saw a movie.
Oh, yeah?
Called Sinners.
Ooh, my kind of people, if you know what I mean.
It's one of those things where it was like, oh, I haven't seen any movie Mr. Black Panther, Ryan Coogler did outside of Black Panther.
Yeah, I've never done what was his first one with Michael B. Fruitvale Station? I never saw that.
So I was already intrigued, but then the word of mouth started going around everywhere. And then I was sick, and Joe went and saw it while I was sick, and everybody was saying great things about it.
Well, let's find out what we have to say about it. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Loved it.
I loved it. I liked it a lot. I loved it.
Yeah. I will say this. It maybe took a little too long to get to it. I was like, this could have gotten to it maybe 20 minutes faster.
But I would say,
and I feel this, I was fighting with my husband about this.
Oh.
And he was saying the joy of this is it's really set up to be a period piece kind of about Black people in like the 1930s. And then it's like, so he's like, it should be long and it shouldn't get to it because then it's like this weird flip and it's a twist.
It
where
does
suddenly flips the whole genre. Yes. The problem is I saw a trailer for it. I would have been like, that would have been great if I didn't know.
Girl,
that's
the trailer for this movie gives you shows you that. So spoilers abound, everybody. If you haven't seen Sinners, skip to the comic book section.
Oh, yeah. So this is a vampire movie. So when I see the trailer for a vampire movie, you're kind of like, when are the fucking vampires going to show up?
Also,
and maybe I would have had a different. Yeah, if I didn't know that, then it would have maybe been more enjoyable that it did that flip. And on top of that,
fine, give me the premise of vampires. Don't show normal Haley Steinfeld and then vampire Haley Steinfeld. I can never pronounce her name. And then don't show me that Michael A. Jordan and not Michael B. Jordan is also turned into it. I did not need to know that those characters become vampires. Fine, tell me there's vampires. Don't show me who becomes one.
Yeah. They need to know how to sell a movie. There is many things you could have done to sell the movie without giving any of that away.
And I was saying that to people who had seen it. And they were like, oh, but there's so much more beyond that. And I was like, oh, okay. They were excusing it. No, there isn't. They become vampires. The vampires are killed. End of the movie.
Well, I think there is more to it because I think there's definitely deep metaphors and stuff.
Oh, of course. No, of course.
And I will tell you this.
Of course.
Yes, but I do feel they did a huge disservice by doing that in the trailer. That being said, I was kind of like, they need to get to this. But once they got to it, I'll tell you this. When he started playing the guitar, the new guy,
Preacher Boy, who we see in the bottom right, who actually...
And I think this is his first movie, isn't it?
It was, yes, his first gig ever. He was great.
Miles Caton?
Okay. He was... I ate him up. Like, he was fantastic.
But when he started playing the music, and because they set up this whole thing that there's certain musicians that can actually call and basically connect to the spiritual
tap into spiritual.
And he taps into it, and you start seeing old African tribes dancing with them, but then you start seeing hip hop DJs in the wrong director's hands.
Right.
That would have been a bad Xanadu musical number. You know what I mean? And
but
I had
does it masterfully.
I had goosebumps. So and so I was watching it like, this movie's fucking amazing. This is
legit.
Great.
Yeah.
And I love that it was this weird thing, almost like The Color Purple meets From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes.
Like, I feel like that was the pitch that they did. It was very From Dusk Till Dawn. From Dusk Till Dawn, like, a bunch of people trapped in a bar, wait until dawn, fighting off vampires. It's great. It's great. And also, as if Michael B. Jordan isn't, I think he is the hottest.
Jeff and I were saying that on the way out. We were like,
actor. Is he A-list? Is he A-list?
I think so. I think he's gotten himself there.
I think he's the hottest A-list actor out there. Like, I don't think there's anyone hotter than him. And they said, let's do two of you. Let's make you twins.
Oh my God.
Let's double up. Oh, the only complaint I have is during the sex scenes, you don't see butt.
I know.
Which that's
or
rude.
Dick. Not even Dick.
Rude.
What what I actually loved about him playing twins is he got to be Smoke and Stack, the two twins. I forget which is which. I think Smoke was the one that survives till the end. Stack is the one that was turned. Smoke is a very...
that what you said isn't what happens.
Oh, I get you. But beyond, he survives the vampires.
Oh, okay. The one that doesn't become a vampire.
The one that doesn't become a vampire. Thank you.
Yeah.
Smoke is a very typical Michael B. Jordan character to me. Cool, soft-spoken, kind of quiet, a little deadly. Stack was something I really never saw before from Michael B. Jordan, which was like lively and funny and happy and like a cut up. That was incredible character work from him.
Yeah.
To play like really a traditional character I typically play and then the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just, and you know who else really, she's always great, but who really surprised me was Haley Steinfeld was really good.
She's great.
In this.
She was
and
great.
Some people were this is a tricky thing where on my TikTok, there was a lot of literally people were on both sides of whether she should have played this part or not. But she was supposed to be literally 1/8 black?
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was supposed to be passable. And so I think that was like, the people were saying, no, you should have gotten someone who was one. I mean, yeah.
Well, guess what? Guess what? They did.
What?
Her grandfather is half Filipino, half black.
Oh, so she is. Oh, okay. Wait,
and
does that make her then? That makes her 1/16th.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm kidding.
But people don't know that.
But I do think back in the past, though, that one drop, it's just one drop. And that's all people consider, then you're black. If you even have a tiny, 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 tiny bit.
Well, now we say she got some flavor.
Well, did you hear the news going around TikTok?
What?
Someone did a TikTok basically being like, gingers, you're basically black. This is a black woman. And really? Everyone is going with it.
Yes.
And so
my black friend Jeff.
And so so then there's all these ginger people being like, can I go to the cookout? Like it's like, it's just hilarious.
Pale motherfuckers, get the hell out of here. Oh my God.
I think it's hilarious. But this movie
someone else
is great.
Wait, someone else I love is Wunmi Masaku, who plays B15 in Loki. B19 in Loki.
Who?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you even watch the shit we review?
Loki.
She's in Loki.
Loki? But who?
B15, B19, the TVA guard. The one that rebels against the TVA.
Oh, got it. Oh my God, that's right. I forgot she was. I did forget she was in that.
She was
oh my
in
God,
Deadpool
that's
too.
crazy. Yes, but she was also in Lovecraft. That's what I mostly remember her from.
She was great in Lovecraft.
Yeah,
Loved her character in this. Loved the magic. The magic character that people actually listen to when she's like, all right, listen, it's straight up vampires. And everyone was like, okay, we're listening. I was like, oh, so refreshing.
Yes. I also loved the Chinese couple. That was very sad.
Love that they were represented in that musical spiritual time convergence scene as well.
But I also really loved seeing there was these subtle moments in the beginning before any of the vampire shit happens where he's like, go get your mom. And it's this silent scene where she walks from the black convenience store, the daughter, to the white convenience store. And it's like that he didn't have to spell it out. It was just this subtle thing where you're like, oh, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
It was where it's like, oh, they needed these Chinese people. They were like this weird, they had to exist as this
one foot in each world. Yeah.
This one foot in each world.
Yeah.
And that's similar. Like that's why Jewish people became bankers is because back in the olden days, Christians weren't allowed to like do money. And so but in the end, they ended up like treating them all like garbage anyway. It's just it was a great movie. I really liked it.
Speaking of treating Caucasians like garbage, I thought it was so interesting that the villain was Irish and that the vampires they represented oppression, but they also represented rebellion. Like, it's like, no, like, we're going to go get that. Like, we're going to be more powerful than all of those white people, led by an Irish guy who is a white marginalized community.
Irishmen were not considered white either. They were considered garbage.
But he's still white. And so he's still the oppressor of the people who he's. It was so layered and so interesting.
There's so many layers to
and how the river dance was like his form of expression. And like, kind of like when you listen to it, you're like, oh, can I hear the blues again? Please.
You know what? When that was really all the rage, what was it? Michael Flatley and the river dance?
Yeah.
Nothing nails down a chalkboard.
Oh, God.
There was this girl, her name was Mara. I won't give her last name, but she did Irish dancing. And whenever we had a recital, and I went to a Catholic school, so they would have some religious or a mass. They'd be like, and now we're going to have Mara come out and do some Irish dancing. And I wanted to get a sniper and just fucking shoot her.
Hey, Mara.
I hated it.
Fuck you for making us sit through that.
You know what's good? Whoever watched dancing be like, you know what's great at dancing? When your whole upper body doesn't move. Who thought of that? Who thought that was a good idea?
White people.
And I'm Scottish, so I'm allowed to hate the Irish. So if don't come at me.
I'm Italian. So I have no business.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all right. Well,
what a great movie. What a great movie. We have some TV to talk about now. Oh my God. Are you excited for?
Yes, I am.
RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10, the new kind of tournament format. What is happening?
As we all know, I'm editing Fashion Photo Review, which by the day this comes out, the new episode of Fashion Photo Review covering this will come out. And it's a very special episode because Raven is wearing an insane outfit. So that's my little spoiler I'm giving.
Great.
But I am pretty far along this season, but we will only talk about the first 2 episodes because that's what's been.
So let's just say it. You've seen the first 9. I've seen the first 2 with the rest of the world.
This is the new format. I think this needs to be the new format.
Oh, yeah. So it works. as you move forward?
Yeah. I will say I haven't seen. I don't know how it's all going to end, but right now the way this is going, because they haven't finished editing the whole thing, I think this is amazing. I love it.
It's really exciting.
I love it.
It's fresh.
Also, because I think they realized when they did all winners types thing and no one went home, no one had a reason to fight.
Yes.
And you need to have some sort of stakes. And so they're giving you 3 episodes. So you get to show yourself off. You have 3 whole episodes. Show yourself off. There's not going to be an elimination where you're the pork chop. Because 3 people, it's just half of you are going. So it's not like, oh, I'm the first one gone. So they're eliminating all of that. And you get to show yourself off, but now there are stakes and there's reasons for people to backstab and fight with each other.
Yeah. And you don't know like who is going to wind up going up against who when the brackets start to mix in with one another. So we'll only talk about the first 2 episodes where you've got the orange bracket, the girls at the top of our little graphic.
We have Aja, Irene the alien, Deja Sky, Bosco,
Olivia Lux and Phoenix.
Olivia Lux and Phoenix.
Yeah.
What do you think? Were you surprised at all watching this?
You know who you're going to guess who you know who I'm so happy for? Irene the alien. Like,
yeah, she
was the pork chop.
It out.
In her season.
She went home first and she's killing it. Killing it. Like, and I'm so glad she went from Irene Dubois to Irene the alien, because my whole thing on that was 2 seasons ago when she did the stupid, like, this is how you make a glass of ice water bit dressed as like a Texas housewife. I'm like, what part of alien? Like, you should have stuck to what you said your brand was. You came out there, you're like, I'm an alien. My name's Irene Dubois. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Then you did a very Irene Dubois, just judging by the name alone, bit. But now she's like, whoa, wait. I like totally did not even embrace the brand and the thing I love and I'm passionate about. And now she has, and she's killing it. Yes. And you definitely can tell that she is Arietti's drag mother.
She is.
Because she's bitchy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She's bitchy. And I will say, I think she has some more funny in her than Arietti does.
Arietti is zero funny, so.
And I can see why. Oh, she's trying to be like her drag mom and reading the girls, but she doesn't have the funny thing for people to be like, okay. Because you could tell Aja and her started being like, oh, you're going to fuck with me? And you could tell, but then I think it turned to a point where then Aja's like, oh, we're just having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's kind of what happened at the beginning of her season when her and Mistress, Isabella Brooks, started going at it back and forth. And like Sugar and Spice, like the little bitches who don't know any better, were like, they're being so mean to each other. And then Irene was like, no, honey, it's the art of the read. Irene is so about that. She takes it a little too far. Like she runs her mouth a little too much.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, Jeff, my husband, was like, how are you going to immediately come for the tough one from Brooklyn? I was like, yeah, but that's also whose respect she got first. You know, she got Aja's respect. I'm obsessed with Aja. Obsessed.
But love Aja. Though, is her looks are a little sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
But she's top tier. But no one's holding a candle to Bosco.
I want
Bosco's outfits are on another level. She's at that. Remember when Plastic Tiara was coming out with those outfits in All Stars, and you're like, what?
Yes.
What is this? She's coming out with outfits. The one where it's like the tie was the thong.
Yes.
Is just genius.
And the reason why is because she's in love with her new body. She's so in love with her new body and she loves to dress it down.
I will tell you this, her FFS, her facial feminization surgery, and her new tits.
Yes. You
need to advertise who these doctors are that did this.
Yes.
She looks so good. I was watching this with people at a bar. Like I had like a whole bunch of people over And all of the the females watching it were like, am I a lesbian? Like, she is. Like, everyone was like, and then it's like, wait, am I straight? Like, people are feeling a type of way with
But
her.
also, regardless of her gender, it is her soul. It is her personality. Like, she is so fucking smart and funny. Like, she's funny on such a level that I don't think I've ever seen a contestant who is so quick and sharp and like, she's
her
so
improv, the improv scene
funny.
she did with Rue was great.
Oh my God. Even when like Rue was talking about her heavy metal video outfit and was like, that was pure contour. And she's like, well, I got a doctorate in contour. So like, I'm like, you fucking bitch. Like, you crack me up. Now I want to talk about Deja Skye because I had a good friend in Chicago from my comedy theater who, I won't go into it, but got the surgery in Mexico. And when he did, he like fat sucked out, band sleeve on the stomach. When he did, it activated like dormant Guillain-Barré syndrome. And he had to spend like months in a fucking nursing home while his body recovered. And he was like, I went to see him, he was like a zombie. Same thing happened to Deja Skye.
What is that? What is that syndrome?
Well, it's like, I've never heard of it connected to rapid weight loss, but it's Guillain-Barré is like hyper, I think it's like hypersensitive.
That's a great
nerves.
drag name, by the way.
Thank you. Roberta Guillain-Barré. It's very painful. That's all I know. It's very painful. It affects your mobility.
But here's the other thing. Do you know who else did that? Because it seemed like if she lost 60 pounds, that sounds like she just got the lipo and maybe not the gastric sleeve.
And not the band, yeah.
But Keita Mean, who won Down Under, she also went and got lipo and a gastric sleeve, and she also almost died.
Yes. Don't do it, people.
I'm just telling you this. All I'm saying is before you get lipo, look up what it is on YouTube. It is a vacuum with a razor blade on it. Yes. And they're doing that.
It's
you
horrible.
need to have the the most qualified trained doctor doing that. That's so easy to like, whoops, your vein. Oh, well, you're dead. No.
Oh, what was that? Oh, I don't know. Keep going.
Yeah. Oh, we just sucked out your entrails. You got to be careful.
Yeah. So poor Deja. I mean, for anyone.
But this format, horrible. I'm real excited for it. Who are you excited for in these future brackets?
I actually am excited for Lydia B in this, like just fresh off the last one and like how mind spinning this must be for her. So I want to see that manifest.
For me, the fact that she had 5 days to prepare and the way she's been in interviews, post interviews, and the way she's promoting the show where she keeps dressing up as Nicole Paige Brooks.
Yes.
Which I think is a Corey King is influencing her.
Yeah.
She's kind of, I think she might be my favorite new drag queen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she loves David Lynch. Like even though she didn't do a great David Lynch on the Snatch Game, but the fact that she chose David Lynch means that we're still kindred spirit.
I love whatever character she was doing. It wasn't David Lynch, but I loved
but the fact
character.
But I think she's my new, like she's up there in my favorite drag queens. I think she's my favorite drag queen of that last season. Of season 17.
I think I'd say that too.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I just love her.
I think, I would like to see Denali kind of get up there and do well.
And I also love Diabetti. I love Diabetti. So Diabetti and Denali, that last bracket. I also love Acid Betty.
Yeah.
And people are mad that Ginger's back, but she's going to deliver.
Ginger.
And she's going to be great.
The one who I've never felt like, and so this is so,
I know
this is so anti.
I know
you do that. I don't like Georges.
Oh, Georges.
Like I don't love Georges.
Cuckoo, Cynthia Lee Fontaine. She needs to bring more than the cuckoo.
Yeah. Alyssa Hunter, I don't think really.
Alyssa Hunter's just
brings anything typically.
Hot. I mean, that's a great entrance look she had. That promo look is great.
Now, Alyssa Hunter, out of drag. Let's talk.
Hot. Well, but she kind of had the Brooklyn Heights.
Oh.
She has a lot of the fillers.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll
Anyway,
see.
I think
but
this is
honestly, I don't
great.
care. I want
I think
Bosco.
this is
I want Bosco to take the whole thing. Please.
But you might change your mind when you get to the second bracket. Because we also have
I do love Tina
Brooks,
Burner
who's
too.
great. Tina Burner is super funny. Nicole Page Brooks is going to bring the fucking drama. You know, we have Denali, Diabetes, Ginger Minge. That's the thing is Bosco. This is like, it's a pretty stacked cast.
It was good casting. Yeah, this is well done.
And
Not like that charity season.
I think this format's great. I really like it.
Yeah, nice.
I'm happy.
Nice. All right. So we have a tradition here at Comic Book Queers where we change the visual to match the content. And we always talk about the X-Men. Let's go.
Oh, no.
It's mutants with powers, Omega for hours. Bitch, let's read some X-Men.
Bitch, we got some X-Men to talk about. We got some X-Men comics. We got 5 X-Men comic books to talk about. And we are going to start with our first one, Laura Kinney Wolverine, number 6.
I have a question. She thinks she's in a world where she's not a mutant and the mutant world is made up in her head, and her dad's Wolverine, her mom died in a car accident, and
her sister is
Honey Badger's just her regular sister. Did any of this happen in the last issue? Because she was just dropped off.
I think we are
dropped off.
I think we are in media res.
Okay, yeah. And so this seems interesting, but I don't know what's happening. So,
but I loved it. It's been my favorite issue of this book so far.
I agree.
Yes, there's mystery. It's different.
Yeah, and then at the end, Julian Heller shows up, so we get some Hellion.
He kisses her, so he's like her normal boyfriend. But
we have Emma Frost and Professor X,
Dr. Frost and Dr. Xavier. Yes, talking about her psychological issues. That was very cool. Emma looked gorgeous, as always.
And to get over surviving a car accident with her mom, she thinks she has healing powers.
Exactly. And she made up. So they're like, we let you select creative writing for your major because, we just wanted you to express yourself, but you got too lost in your own words. You think you're a superhero named Wolverine? Yeah. Laura. So it was really, I love that tone. I love like a Stepford tone.
But she's still believing it. She's not kind of like, none of this is real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was starting she was saying, I feel weird. This feels weird, but she does immediately, succumb to it. She's still in it when we close the issue.
That's doing this to her? Is this
a mastermind?
Because
is this a lady mastermind?
This feels like a mastermindy thing to me.
This could be
because mastermind kind of gets you psychologically involved too.
I think this. So
that would be my guess. Lady Mastermind makes the most sense.
Both of them.
Yeah, because it's
Regan and
Lady
Goneril.
Wolverine, so they'll do Lady Mastermind.
Don't call her Lady Wolverine. She's Wolverine.
She's always a lady to me. Who's Lady Mastermind's sister? Is she also Lady Mastermind?
Yeah.
Is she Duchess Mastermind?
I think one's Mastermind and one is Lady Mastermind. Like one is just like, I'm straight up calling myself like my dad. It's Regan and I forget the other one. I keep saying Goneril because of King Lear. The Mastermind sisters. It's them. It's them.
Right?
Because you know what? They can be bitches, those two.
Because it also seems like who's the villain that's going to show up in a Laura Kinney comic, Lady Mastermind.
Martinique is the other one.
Right,
and I think
Martinique.
Was Martinique the one that was on Rogue's team?
I thought Regan was the blonde one. Or
was it Regan?
On Rogue's team. Isn't the blonde one Regan?
Yeah, Regan, the blonde one. Yeah.
Okay. This is good, but I have nothing else to say about it because it's still
it's still like what's happening. So many balls in the air. Next
issue we're gonna have Julian Heller making out.
Love that. He's hot. Also a book I'm really enjoying, Psylocke.
Yeah,
number
Psylocke.
7.
We get Magic, Psylocke, and Rogue fighting
to
save Dream.
Death Dream.
Death Dream. I keep wanting to call him Dreamweaver. And I don't know why that won't leave my brain. Oh my God, I'm forgetting though how it ends. Do we get revealed of who it is?
We get revealed of like who, and I don't know. So the reveal is like the two-headed Betsy monster that she keeps seeing. That is actually her childhood friend who she killed or let die. Yes. And so I'm not sure how. It looks
like when she was being trained to be an assassin, there was a best friend that she had, and then they got lost in the woods and she died. But apparently she didn't die and kind of became some kind of ghost. But do you know what this really sounds like a lot? This sounds a lot like Uncanny X-Men, the ex of Professor Xavier's ex. Remember how she died and then came back all evil?
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, I know it's different and not related, but it's the very similar thing happening.
Yeah. Yes. And she ends this issue possessed by said, I think her name is Hatasaki, something like that. And she possesses her at the end, which Dylan, Psylocke's non-binary sidekick, and Grey Crow are kind of like, that ain't her.
Well, because they know something's up, so they were kind of preparing to like figure out.
So Dylan installed a camera into Grey Crow's arm, and so they were able to pick up the old childhood friend, the demonic childhood friend, like branded her in some way, and that kind of is indicative of the possession. So they saw the brand on the arm.
But this is fun.
It was fun, super fun.
Fun.
All right, yeah, but we never really saw like. So I guess we assume that it is this friend that possessed Death Dream, but she also manifested separately. I'm not really sure what was in Death Dream. Anyway.
Well, I thought maybe when it left Death Dream, then it went back into her.
No, I'm looking at it now, and it's happening
maybe
at the
there
same
were
time.
multiple things?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
We'll see. Maybe the thing that was inside Death Dream is responsible for the childhood friend coming back.
Oh. I'm sure will all be explained. And if it is,
all will be explained. And remember when you and I were like, oh God, it wasn't Shinobi Shaw, but like who was her lover that put her through the whole Psylocke switcheroo thing in the first place? They reference him here when they're like, you killed your old lover.
Oh, right.
It was that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a mutant. He was just worked for the hand. It was the hand.
Matsuo. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What else we got?
And then the friend was Mitsuki.
Oh, okay.
I thought it started with an H. Oh, well. All right. What else do we got? We got West Coast Avengers, which we consider a mutant book, especially since, was it known that one of our characters was a mutant? I did not know he was a mutant.
So it's New Wonder Man is a mutant officially?
Killer Watt. Yeah.
Killer
Blue
Watt
Bolt,
is
whatever they're calling him.
Wait, when did they say that? I felt like I read it. I don't remember that part.
He said, my dad hated me because I was a mutie. Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Got it. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So yeah, mutant.
So yeah, I mean, I'm starting to like this character. I mean, again, it's just like we watch with Thunderbolts, like this jerk, it's like a US agent, total jerk. You start to peel back the layers. You realize there's trauma.
He's a jerk for a reason because he was never allowed to be a hero.
Yes. Yeah.
And even now that he's allowed to be a hero, he still has to go back to jail.
Exactly. And at jail waiting for him is bad Captain America, Hydra Captain America, Flag Smasher, who he just fought and then was thrown into the same cell with. And so he got beat up a little.
Which that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
So yeah.
But
really I also like that Wonder, but he went on TV and said he was Wonder Man, which he ended up doing to get back at his dad because dad loved Wonder Man. But then Wonder Man shows up and is like, you can't fucking don't fucking use my name.
But then he's like, I did it because I wanted to dig at my dad because he was a fan of yours and I hate him. Oh, by the way. And then Wonder Man was like, oh, let's go meet him.
I will say this. I like Wonder Man, and Wonder Man used to be a West Coast Avenger. I want him to stay on the team.
I think he will.
But this pacifism thing is always this weird thing lately that keeps like kind of that they have to like deal with. And I think
they have to deal with. It's so in the way.
To like get over that.
I think he needs to let it go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw Firestar. He's still talking to Firestar.
Which I love. It's like she wasn't shuffled off to limbo. She's still part of this book. I mean, she's even on this cover, even though she doesn't appear in person, quote unquote. She's on a screen.
But it looks like the Ultrons were split into three. One joined Tony's team. One became a cult leader with wings. And then the other one just circled around the sun until he became Scorched Ultron and became evil.
And he was the one that was like, we promised we wouldn't fuck with the Wasp or Hank Pym or any of these humans again. And then here you are turning them into robots. And here you are saving their lives. Well, that pisses
But then it's like,
me
but then
off.
here you are now deciding to kill them all. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you're just as guilty, bitch.
You're just as,
they can't let it go.
Hooked as we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're as sprung as we are.
And then it looks like he just eats and absorbs the cult leader Ultron. So now there's
and the cult.
Tony's Ultron and the what?
And the cult.
Oh, he absorbs all of them?
He ate them.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh.
He ate them all.
So they're all dead.
Except for Jessica Drew's friend.
Yeah. And then so now, but how's regular Ultron going to beat double Ultron, double Scorched Ultron with
together?
Wings?
I know. I can't believe
that
He's so big.
That's my new maxi pad that I'm going to make.
Ultron with wings.
Double Scorched Ultron with wings.
Double Scorched Ultron with wings.
It doesn't matter how heavy your flow is. We got you covered. With double Scorched Ultron with wings.
You shall be absorbed.
Anyway, this is really good storytelling. The characters are great. I really like this.
Yeah, love this book. West Coast Avengers. Storm number 8.
I am not. This is boring me. I'm sorry. I love Storm.
It's gorgeous.
It's really boring.
The art is gorgeous.
It's really pretty, but it's like, I feel like if you did bring all the Storm gods together to have to like fight against the original Storm god, that is interesting. But I'm just not finding it interesting the way that's being told here.
I will say this. I've never said this about a book before, but this is how I feel about this book. The scripting is great. The plotting is not great. Like in a scene,
the art is really good
itself is great. Like characterization's good. The art is good. The dialogue's good. But it's like all the things happening and when they happen in relation to each other.
Stakes thing not lining up right.
Yes. It feels like a pastiche of adventures.
Yeah. Because it's also like what is Storm fighting for? And also Maggot.
Yeah, I know you feel that way.
Where he's like fighting and like some death. I didn't get any of that. He was in like
again,
some
it just
match?
feels very like haphazard is my word.
Yeah.
But like the Eternity, it's like Eternity possessed her, and you're like, why again? Because I'm busy looking at her in the FBI, and that's the story. But wait, I forget, why is the Eternity stuff happening now? Oh, because it's a god that killed all the other gods, and it's just like, what am I supposed to be focused on here?
Yeah,
you know
and the FBI, who was that alien FBI thing?
Why are there aliens in the FBI?
What was that?
And then there are all these creatures surrounding her, and they're like, you're under arrest. I'm like, you're all aliens or villains. What's going on?
Also, she's Storm. She can just be like, I'm just going to go. I think this is the problem with Storm and Phoenix is it's really hard to find a good plot when you are all powerful. They are all powerful and nothing can contain them or stop them. And I think that's where they're missing is it's here. Like she needs to have I don't know what she needs to have an internal conflict, and she's not having one.
Yeah, but I have to say, she looks gorgeous.
I mean, the art is really good. It's great.
Look at her.
Yeah, she's great.
Anyway, then finally, X-Men number 16 with the 3K X-Men, who turns out are the adult mutants that the team fought in the first issue. But they looked like AIM soldiers, so you couldn't see their faces.
Yeah. It's weird where, you know what this reminds me a lot of? What was the group that Tempo was first in, that she appeared in X Factor, when the all new X Factor.
The Mutant,
Was it the Mutant Liberation
Front?
Front? It's reminding me of this, where it's like, oh, here's a whole brand new set of mutants, and they're wanting to take over. But I remember reading that being like, oh, some of these characters seem kind of cool. Is it bad that I don't think any of these characters seem cool?
There's only one that none of these characters are cool. I hate their names. The only one I'm responding to is this. So this was my journey. Okay. So when we first met these characters and the guy was like, that blonde bitch that cut off my arm, referring to Ileana. And he shouldn't use that word to describe her. He didn't. I did. He's like, she cut off my arm. And it was like back in issue.
Bleached blonde bimbo.
Back in butch body, bleach blonde. Back in issue 1. Yes. Back in issue 1. So I stopped reading. I went back to issue 1. I was like, who were they? And I was like, oh, it was like the AIM soldiery adults with powers that they fought. And I saw one panel where Temper burns one of them who's got like the mask, the helmet on. And they just go, youch. And I was like, I don't know who the one who said youch is, but I like that one. And then I came back to this issue, and then they were attacking Juice, the orange one, and he went, yikes. And I was like, there's my boy. That was him. That's the Youch guy. And so I like him because I was like, whoever said Youch is my favorite. Because who says Youch when they're horribly burned?
Is he like magma? Or his powers like magma?
I think it's orange juice, girl.
Is it? It's not lava?
Well,
it's just juice.
He forms it around Juggernaut's head and it solidifies, like suffocating Juggernaut, but then Juggernaut breaks it. So it does solidify.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. So it's not burning. They needed to make it a different color.
No, because it's orange juice.
There's many other juices. It should have been cranberry.
There's grape juice. Oh, Taken. He's on My Hero.
Oh, who is problematic.
Thank you. We all know. Listen, no. Everyone in fandom hates grape juice. Hates
where
Minetta.
He's literally all he talks about is like
boobies.
Oh, I'm gonna do this so I can put my face in her tits.
So I can touch her boobie. He goes like, "Wow, you've got big boobies for a frog."
Yeah, it's fucking out of.
He's horrible.
Fucking murder. Like, let him die. Okay. Anyway, no, we'll talk. We're planning to talk about My Hero Academia soon.
You have to finish
because there are some very good direct comparisons, but I also love how it's like the narrator of My Hero Academia is the Banshee character because he's the sound guy, the one who's always narrating everything and announcing
Present
everything.
Mike. Yeah,
but he's also the one who's just like, this person, their quirk is this, but the fact that that's like the Banshee character,
the one with the
it's so
scream.
Random, and it's like so the thing that I love is that the powers line up, but the personalities almost never line up. So
exactly.
I think there's what we should do
comparisons, it's not about power.
We should have
it's about
personality lineups.
It's about vibe.
Power lineups.
Well, sure, but the power ones, it's not interesting. Like it's like the art. It's like the character archetype. Like the blank one is. That's what's more interesting to me. That's my because we'll do a comparing each My Hero character to a mutant. We'll do that episode soon. But can I just say I'm watching the spinoff Vigilantes.
I watched the first episode of it.
Yeah. Do you know who you meet later? Like there's a whole episode about him is Tenya's Ingenium, his brother who got paralyzed.
Oh, the one who got paralyzed.
Because it's a prequel, so it's when he's a superhero. And there's a whole episode with him. It's great.
Does he have the exact same powers or does he have different
powers? Slightly different, but it's pretty much the same. It is pretty much.
But does he have like
it's more like it's not so much running, it's like engine.
But where's his engine? Is the engine on his legs?
It's still on his legs. Yeah, I think so.
Anyway, but yeah, this X-Men, I'm not, if you haven't guessed it, I'm not liking this X-Men run.
I do want to know who the other two members of 3K are. What is it, like the chairman and the doctor?
If one of them is another Sinister, if it's Dr. Stasis, I'm going to blow my brains out.
Same. I will.
But yeah, okay. But luckily, I like Uncanny, and I like even Exceptional. I wasn't liking either. So
Yeah,
it's
Exceptional.
weird
Needs
that a
to
lot
pick
of
it
these
up.
solo books are what's really keeping me along.
Psylocke's great. Psylocke and Helverine. I'm sorry, those are my books. And Uncanny.
I still haven't read Helverine.
It's great. It's great.
Well, all
It's a good
right,
book.
then.
It's
We
great.
did it. We did it.
We sure did, everybody.
We talked about movies. We talked about TV. We talked about comics. We talked about spoilers and hot topics. I don't think
and
there's anything
you
else to
behind
talk
your back.
Don't talk about me behind my back, because I'll find
I
out.
can't help it. I'm gay.
Why are you gay, Brett?
Oh, because I read comic books.
Wait, really? How does that work?
Well, it turns out if you read comics, well, then that makes you queer. Bye. Maybe pose. Okay. Back to your visit.
Wait, end the recording.
Oh.